the buttons and make this thing go. And we are very nearly off. Rather badly off. And let's play video games. First things first, because anything else wouldn't be first things first, would it? They'd be second or 185th things first. Math, kids. Key to the universe. Outfit almost kind of works. The cloak doesn't really go with my cosmetic outfit. And the shoes are terrible. Oh my god, I still have those terrible shoes. I've got to get some better cosmetic shoes. Alright. Aragorn first. Is holding on today. Got a little bit tight last night, but not bad. So I think the worst of the back is over, and it is getting itself back into its previous normal state. The guest house in Rivendell. Legolas, Gimli, Boromir, and Aragorn.
Greetings.
I am pleased to hear your tidings of Ferrod, Famelda. It will be some time before I can spare a journey to Evendim, but I would look upon Numinous again. Thank you, my friend. Momentous decision to talk to Emeldir, who I think is over by the forges, to reforge Narsil into Anduril, Flame of the West. The troubles in Rivendell. Hey, another quest to talk to Elrond. Multiple quests. Elrond he's just full of all kinds of good news for me, I'm certain. But first, Emeldir. The Elvish builders, and the best I can come up with is a fallen tree for a bridge. Did you travel to come to the valley? Yes, at level 37. I was just passing through on my way to the Misties. Turn. Emeldir.
Sweet-eyed maiden.
Narsil to be reforged. My heart would be filled with joy at this news, friend, for Aragorn and for all of Middle-earth, if it were possible. The shards were kept a while in Imladris for safekeeping, and I often gazed upon them. It is with sadness that I must tell you that reforging the sword may not be possible. History is known to me, long and storied as it is, but I will give you only the portion that causes me to grieve. Of old, elves of the houses of Feanor crafted numerous wonders items of great power and beauty. Among these were the Silithire, adamants possessed of the light of the stars. The dwarfsmith Telkar used one of these stones in the creation of Narsil, and the Silithar it was that caused the blade to glow with silver light when wielded in battle. All of the Silithire were lost during long centuries since the forging of Narsil. Without such a stone to use in the reforging, the sword will never achieve the greatness it once had. I'm sorry. Bring this news to Aragorn with my sorrow. I guess I go back to Aragorn again. And then to Elrond, maybe. Who knows? How many more trips back and forth. No, this is the shortest way still back to the guest house. Good afternoon to whomever has joined me. I hope your Saturday is going acceptably well. Mine could have used about another half an hour of sleep. You know, sometimes you wake up just a little bit earlier than you wanted to. And you want to roll over and go back to sleep, but mine gets rolling and you can't relax and get back to sleep. So you get up with a sigh. But other than that, it's been fun. Hi, Aragorn. I got bad news. He says he can't fix it. You need a special doohickey. You've returned from speaking with Himmeldir. What did he have to say about the reforging of Narsil? I see. Himmeldir is a fine smith, but he shares the dour outlook of his people. Do not take offense. I say this in jest. If Himmeldir needs a Silithar to reforge the sword of Elendil, find him a Silithar.
Greetings.
Talk to Elrond. Hey, guess what? I now have 3 quests to talk to Elrond. All at once. Fastest way is this away. I do not want to accept this guy's quest because he teleports you to the opposite end of the map. I may accept his quest when I've done all this stuff, or have another quest that takes me out to that area of the Trollshaws, but for now, that guy can go screw. The res circle. Why we need a res circle in Rivendell, I'm not entirely sure. I think I have grabbed this.
Hail, friend,
I had
and
grabbed
well
that.
met.
Stable master. I had some quest or something that brought me here. Rivendell before, but I don't remember what it was. It's my brain, you know. The memory's going, guys. Elrond. Stairs to the right to the 2nd floor, and 3rd floor, and studies up there to the 3rd floor. First door. Yep. Lag. Seriously. SSG, fix your stuff. I'm too busy to do that right now. To do that thing I was already doing. Well, let's start with the green one, a man called Estelle. Needs hope.
Will you lend me your
Aragorn has
aid
traveled many
once
roads
more?
since his early failure at the tomb of his great ancestor. What would Gwyndeth make of him now, I wonder? You look puzzled, my friend. And why should you not? You spent these years recovering from your wound at Dagorlad. Do not despair. I will explain my words to you, and give counsel to him whom I once called Estelle.
Dark days are coming.
He wants me to talk to Aragorn again. Okay, well, I'll go back to Aragorn. Return to Aragorn and tell him that I agree the time has come for Narsil to be reforged, and I will give it a new name, Anduril, Flame of the West. We will have need of its light before the end. Alright, that's 1. Next up, Book 4. Forward.
A strange fate
The
brings
path
you
you took to my doorstep is perilous, though not more perilous than the road that brought you here at the end of the Second Age. They did rewrite a fair amount of this dialogue, it seems. Danger is all too common, even in these later days. If you will consent to lend us your aid once more, it will not be the last of your challenges.
Hope is not in vain.
Talk to Eladan. My son set forth with scouts, bound to them by friendship, to seek the missing rider. That's one of the Nazgul who got washed away by the flood at the fords of Brunnen. I ask that you speak with Eladan at their camp in Thorinhad, among the Brunnen gorges, and lend your aid to the search. We must learn where this Nazgul has gone, and most importantly, its designs. And Refuge of the Elves.
A strange fate
It
brings
is good you
hither.
have come. These are dark times, and there is much to do. Your deeds in Evendim were well considered, and I believe you can help bring light to these lands as well. We are fortunate you recovered from your wound at Daggerlad when you did, though it took these many years. This is unlockable.
Dark days are
For
coming.
coins. My understanding is that this content, which was just added, is really short and not very good. Your mileage may vary. It is similar to the further adventures of Bilbo Baggins that they did, which I've only done like one of, I think. It was quite unimpressive. Very, let's describe it as minimalist content. So back to Aragorn. Tells you what Elrond thinks of his guests, that he puts them at the far end of his valley. We're currently set. Tinadir doesn't do me any good because I can port to Tinadir. I might as well set my milestone to here for now, as Tinadir is a unnecessary duplication. Rivendell might be handy here. Well, it would have to be no worse. I can teleport to Tinadir as many times as I like. Now that there's no longer the expensive travel rations if you're a newer player, it used to be to use any of the traveling skills that the hunters have, or captain's summoning skills, or anything like that. You had to have travel rations, a consumable. And we're back to Aragorn almost. It's back to Aragorn. Era here, era gone.
Greetings.
I am glad that Master Elrond agrees with my decision, for his counsel is near to my heart. My youthfulness betrayed me, though I had the form of a man. I had not wisdom or experience, and Gwyndeth found me wanting. The Silithar was not to be mine that day, when I stood before the flooded passages of Elendil's empty tomb on the outskirts of Annúminas. I believed it right that Narsil be reforged. I could not understand why Gwyndeth refused me access to the Silithar. Now I believe I understand.
Greetings.
Bring Aragorn's letter to Calenglad. That is back. unfortunately. Well, we'll follow this, because we can always get back here fast, because we just changed our waystone, our milestone, to Rivendell. So we can come back on the quick once. Well, let's head and talk to Calanglad. Calanglad, Calanglad.
What can I do for you?
What is it you have there? A letter from Aragorn? Let me see it. What is it you call yourself? Femilda? I'm sorry, but this note is not enough. Tomb robbers have plundered the vaults and tombs of Innuminus, seeking to despoil the heritage of the Dunedain. This could be a forgery intended to relax our guard. What are you fucking talking about? I've got the maximum freaking reputation with your crew. Nay, I'm afraid I cannot trust the words of this letter. How do I know you are true? Deeds, not words, matter to me. Fuck you.
How can I be of service?
Earn Estuiel's trust, Forakon's trust, and Nathun's trust. I have the maximum reputation, you dickweed.
Stay a moment.
Search the flotsam and jetsam along the shores. Yeah.
Stay a moment.
The bats and barguests in Parth Adwiel. Yeah. That was Forkon. I think he's over here. Memory serves? Yes, he is.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Defeat Jabe Grimshaw. Fine. Whatever, you jerks. That, I have to say, that's really silly. That it doesn't have a test. Oh, this character has already kindred with me. Maybe I should just assume the letter is real. Flotsam. Oh, Jetsam, sorry, not Flotsam. I really doubt it's Jetsam, you know. Because Jetsam is things that are thrown overboard from a ship, jettisoned. In the hopes that the ship won't sink. And I somehow doubt that there have been a whole lot of shipwrecks. Flotsam is stuff that comes from a ship that is sunk. Jetsam is stuff that is thrown overboard to avoid sinking. And it does strike me as a little strange that there's such a thing as Jetsam, but mine is not to reason why, mine is to do these stupid quests. Freaking Calanglad, he can't be serious. I don't believe you. You might have faked this. Excuse me, what? Blithering idiot. The last of the Jetsam. Damp pottery shards. So, are they saying that the pottery shards floated all the way here? Because I'm not sure that makes sense either. I would expect those to sink. Frankly, calling it Jetsam just seems wrong. It seems factually wrong. Lag spike.
Greetings.
them.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Yeah, so small salvaged pieces here. The medium salvaged pieces here. And the large salvaged pieces here. And cash in another quest.
What do you need?
I'm helping. Hey, look, I don't get any rep for that because I'm already at max rep. Ooh, but you might have faked this. It's fine. It's fine. Must be a subscriber to use that. I have all those destiny points. I can't use them. It makes me sad. I'll probably get over it eventually. Alright, that's... Alright, for that guy, we ride to... Farad.
What can I do for you?
I'm not sure. I think even a slow pony ride like this, as opposed to fast travel, is faster than using the ponies. I think the riding speed is faster. Next up, Jabe Grimshaw. And then Parth Adwiel. You know what? I think we'll get off here. Hit Parth Adwiel first. Was it bats and bar guests? Right, bats and bar guests. B&B. That's a very nice liqueur. Brandy and Benedictine. B&B. Delicious after dinner sipping beverage. Very warming and actually really tasty too. Bats and barghasts. Alright, what do we got? Barghasts. And bat. Barghast. And bat. Barghast. Couple more barghasts. Bat. Catch. Must be the last of the barghasts I need. Just bats now. Four more bats. Three more bats. Another player. Two more bats. Belfry optional. One more bat. Alright, Jake Grimshaw is next. Good afternoon. Just doing some quests for Calenglad, the stupid ranger, the stupid warden of Illuminus, who doesn't trust me, even though I am literally kindred with his reputation. The jerk. So, just finishing up a little bit of questing in Evandin before I return to the Trollshaws. Lovely and scenic Trollshaws. Pushing towards level 40. I guess 38.5 today. Thereabouts. That's where we'll finish up. Oh, I have been playing almost since launch, off and on. No, I'm an old-timer. Yeah, I think that's gonna get me there. Yeah, and it is showing its age in certain parts, to be sure. But overall, yeah, it's still a great game. Enormous amounts of content. This is I refer to as my free-to-play through. My main account, I play in a later session. And, but I wanted to know what it was like as a free-to-play player so that I could answer questions from the free-to-play players a little bit more, with a more informed view on it. So that's why I'm working a free-to-play account here. I wanted to know what life was like for the free-to-play players. And it's better than I would have expected. I have a couple of pain points. The biggest one is the inventory. The size of that being so small is painful. And the other one is limited access to fast travel options between locations. And it's very, very nice to be a hunter, to have the options for the guides. Another 5 LotRO points. But other than that, I'm pleasantly surprised with how relatively painless free-to-play has been. Well, there's Jabe Grimshaw defeated. That's all 3 quests. I will now use my magical skills to teleport back to Tinadir. Going back and forth. Come on. Close enough. Alright. Your quest is taken care of.
What can I do for you? Stay a moment.
Don't want to? Is he sending me back out there as part of the same quest line? In which case... No, I did not earn his trust yet.
Greetings.
Goddamn dick.
Stay a moment.
Dr. Pantiscow. Oh, that's 2 of them where I have not yet finished it. Really? this is a really dumb series of quests. Gotta say it. It shouldn't be necessary. And so having quest upon quest required is just frustrating. Here, we talk to Pentascal, and we protect him from boggarts, if memory serves.
What do you need?
Defeat the band of boggarts. Well, let's go ahead and drop a trap and focus up so that we can rain of arrows on their heads. More coming. Alright, I've defended him. And back out to where I just was a couple minutes ago, because they can't give you both quests at the same time. Yeah, that's another old school mechanic that I am glad has mostly vanished. Go to a place, finish a quest, go back to the quest giver, get the reward, and he sends you back to the exact same place. It's a frustrating mechanic. How it ever became a standard. Ugh. I mean, you could certainly make it work. Say, a tomb you have to fight your way partway into, come back out, and go back in, and there's no respawns. As an example. Where's the damn box? There it is. Pardon me, guys. I've got to do some rubbing. I'm sorry, I have to make rubbings. It's easy to understand. Get that. And something's not going to be happy about me making rubbings. One, clear off the bleed. Oh, damn it. Last one. Alright. And we'll teleport ourselves back to Tinadir again. Sell crap in our inventory.
How can I be of service?
Place the grave rubbings amongst the lineages. It's over here. Are you done yet, Forcon?
What do you need?
He'll tell him I'm not a grave robber. How nice. Jerks.
What do you need?
I need to smack Calenglad upside the head for him being an idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. And Nathmun.
What can I do for you?
There. You happy now, Calenglad? You big jerk. God, what a putz.
What can I do for you?
I've heard from my brethren, and they are satisfied that you are who you say you are. I apologize for my mistrust. But you cannot be too careful of strangers. Not a stranger. Kindred rep. No matter whose letters they claim to carry, I will help you acquire the Silithar for my lord Aragorn, but the power to do so does not lie with me. I must journey to speak with Gwyneth, and I think it best that I alone make that journey.
How can I be of
Talk
service?
to Robin Dunkley. And where, oh where is Robin Dunkley? In Ostfarad? In Ostfarad. Yeah, alright, Ostfarad.
What can I do for you?
I am getting some visual effects if possible. I may be en route to a migraine. I get visual effects, and they last for 10, 15 minutes, and then maybe 20 minutes or half an hour later, I'll get a mild to moderate, never worse than moderate headache, but that's nothing at all. So, I am fortunate in that my migraines are not the kind that make you crawl into bed and close the curtains and pray for death. I had friends with really, really bad migraines. I don't get those. Fortunately. Alright, we're almost to Ostfarad. We'll talk to Robin Dunkley. I'm not sure what about. Render my aid to Robin Dunkley. Have I not aided all of everything in Ostfarad already?
Woe to me.
You came from Calenglad. I'm very glad to hear it, for friends of the Rangers are fewer now than they were of old. No shortage of trouble among the hills of Tirn Fornak, and it seems that more and more every day here. If we don't turn them out of Evendim, they're sure to plunder every last relic that remains from the height of the Old King.
Might I
Like
take
chest
a
of relics,
moment
avoid
of your
being seen
time?
by unfriendly men. Alright, unfriendly man. Chest of relics. unfriendly men anywhere? I don't see any anywhere. Not a fan of these kind of quests. There's one over there. Where am I taking it to? Oh, all the way to Tinadir. Yeah, I got seen shit. Because I was...
I don't know if you can help me.
Wow. This is a double screw quest. First of all, avoiding all of the unfriendly men, and second of all, having to run this thing all the way to Tinadir. Fucking hate both of those game mechanics. But especially the run something someplace instead of, I don't know, riding a goddamned horse. What is the point? Yeah. So, double screw this quest. There's one over there. One over there. One out there. Oh, good. Perfect. Love it. Wonderful. Just such a really unpleasant, unfun game mechanic. Bad enough having to ride back and forth. But hey, you get to run back and forth. God, kill me now. Just... For some reason, LotRO uses this mechanic a lot in its quest, and it's just not fun. This is a really not fun quest. This whole trip back to Tinadir has been not fun. Grumpy old man is grumpy. Alert the media. Look up the word curmudgeon and you'll see my picture. Such a thoroughly unnecessary mechanic to use. Run the whole way. You can make the case, sure, we need you to carry it out of the town and not get spotted by any of the unfriendly men. I could make that work. Mentally, I could find the hoops I need to jump through to justify it, but to carry this whole thing on foot the whole way is just incredibly annoying and not fun.
What do you need?
Dr. Rivendell. What? I have to go back to him? Oh, that's perfect. Oh my god, this
What
is...
can I do for you?
Pardon me. Now I finished Tinadir and Evendim off. Done. They come back and they give me the worst quests. Presumably I go back, I tell him, he goes, hey, that's great. Go let him know that you helped me. Or he's, better yet, he's got another quest for me as well. Fun. This is one of the, this is the old school game mechanics in play again. So many people look at the games of the past with rose-colored glasses. Whether it's Lord of the Rings Online, WoW Classic / Vanilla, Star Wars Galaxies, I don't think any game has rose-colored glasses distributed amongst its former player base quite like Star Wars Galaxies. A great game with some of the best game systems ever, and a whole lot of clusterfuckery too. Nobody seems to remember the clusterfuckery. Even Raph Koster, the guy in charge, if you've read his Star Wars Galaxies Postmortem blogs, a series of 6 he wrote, which, by the way, I strongly recommend if you played Star Wars Galaxies. Reading his 6 blog Postmortem is really good and informative. He says that the combat system at launch, it just didn't work. Basically, their entire basic combat system in the game that so many people love and adore because they hate the combat update was broken. It was garbage. It was terrible, unbalanced.
Can't you
Dumb.
leave me to my misery?
Had some nice parts to it, but as a whole, it was just hopelessly broken.
I'm sure
Claim
it
stolen
will do
relic
no
from Tomb
good,
Robber
but
Corpse. He does have another
May I
quest
speak
for
with
me.
you?
Lucky me. That was me being sarcastic about the lucky. I never played the combat update or upgrade in Star Wars Galaxies when it came out. I've played the version of it that's available on the Restoration 3 Galaxies emulator server. And I'm not nuts about it, but it's way more balanced and unbroken than the release version was. The release version was terrible. Alright, where's the body I'm looking for? There. Robber's corpse. And he comes towards me like a... Back to Robin Dunkley. Yeah, that's a fascinating quest I just did. You as gripped by that content as I was? Star Wars Galaxies had some game systems that I might haven't been bettered since the lag. The resources system, even though there were changes I would have liked to have seen made, is still the best I've ever seen, and the crafting by far the best. No other games come close. The skills system, grindy. A lot of changes I would have liked to have seen made there, but still better than all the level-based stuff.
woe to me.
LotRO. Wow. Most everything.
I'm sure it
Collect
will do no
small and
good,
large statue pieces.
but May
This
I
is...
speak with you?
Where? everywhere. Oh, perfect. This is the kind of quest. This is the kind of quest that will kill my enthusiasm. Continuing to play, it's so god awful. Are these some robbers? Yeah, it's tomb robbers I need to kill. Kill a shitload of tomb robbers, I guess. Alright. If I can find any to kill. No tomb robbers. Small. At least I'm, like, shooting things now. That's a little bit better. Do the scouting tomb robbers have the smalls? And the other tomb robbers have the large statuary pieces? That's my memory of how it works. But as we've established, my memory has shit for brains. So this guy may have a large statuary piece on him? No, he had nothing. Perfect. Thanks. Okay. Just any of them can have smalls or larges. Alright. That's fine. That's fine then, I suppose. How about a heart seeker for him on general principles? The general principle being, screw that guy. And a Heartseeker. And he went down as if he had been hit by an ICD. And whip. He didn't drop anything. What bleep is that? I think I only have one large piece. Oh, evidently I got enough large pieces. I only need one more small piece. That's pleasant. This fellow will be kind of have to barf it up. Bring the statuary pieces to Robin Dunkley. Sure. Why not? Alanglad, I hate you. Actively hate you. The worst ranger, definitely Cal. And we'll turn right. Left. Alright, Dunkley, you punk. Just send me back to Tinadir, please. Thank you, please.
Woe to me. I'm sorry to trouble you, but
I found... Oh my
You
god.
hit me.
He's way the hell up there? Oh, fuck off. Oh my god, what a bunch of horse shit. Hands down, the worst quests I have had to do in the free-to-play through. Absolute, unadulterated garbage. Pardon my complaints, but unfortunately they are completely justified in this case. This is horse shit. This is just absolute garbage. I'm not a fan. This is the kind of stuff where I would just like to go back in time, find the developer, and just grab them by the shoulders and shake them until they wake up. What are you thinking? How could you think anyone ever would find this fun? It's the opposite of fun. A 5+ minute ride to pick up a body that I've seen already, that I couldn't do anything with then, and now I can. The pain. And then I teleport back to Tinadir and catch a ride to Ostfarad. I can tell you that if I was playing any other class other than Hunter, I would quit the game right now. I would rage quit the game. As a free-to-play player. This would be the last straw of all of the frustrations. It would be this series of quests. He's like dead along the edge of the cliffs over here.
what do you need?
Where Garadine? Are they coming? They are. Haha. Eat that. Any more? go ahead and... Huh. DF might take me... No, DF probably takes me to the place, so instead use Guide to Abendum and save the DF. Probably takes me to the Murkies over there to the west rather than Ostfarad. Hey, let's ride back to
How can I
Ostfarad
be
yet
of service?
again. And keep in mind, all this shit started because Calenglad didn't trust me. I might have forged a letter. Despite the fact I'm kindred with the Wardens of Anubis. Calm, be calm. Focus your chi. I'm fine as well. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good here. How are you? Conversation was going that way. Wasn't going anywhere. Luke, we're gonna have company. Oh, good. In the new content, Elrond and Elrond here is evidently bugged. Nice. You know, I'm glad, certainly LotRO, but also like Star Trek Online, that the games are still alive and have content like that. They seem incapable, especially Star Trek, of bringing out new content that works. Alright, Robin Dunkley. Got another quest for me, or are we done with this bullshit?
Can't you leave me to my misery? I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
I have to go back and kill more stuff. This is the biggest pile of fucking bullshit. I don't remember this. I don't remember this being this horrible. But it is. It's absolute, complete, and utter fucking garbage. Really. It's trash. It's unforgivably bad, and it's making me want to stop playing not just my free-to-play playthrough here, but my regular playthrough as well. That's how awful this is. I'm sorry I'm whining at you. Don't deserve that, but then life isn't fair and I don't deserve this. And yet here we both are. This back and forth bullshit. Stretching quests out in lieu of actually having content. It's just beyond frustrating right now. As I almost just quit right there. Said, fuck this. I've been doing the free-to-play through. It's fine. There are a couple of minor frustrations. I knew there would be. That's expected. It is free-to-play. This isn't free-to-play, although it is made worse by the free-to-play, to be sure. Because on free-to-play, I can't travel from here to there instantly. I have to swim. So it is made significantly worse by the free-to-play. But that's not the problem. The problem is just god-awful quest flow. punitive quest flow designed to frustrate the players. That's just terrible. On the positive side, they are successfully designing to frustrate the players. I'll, that. Hey, more free-to-play players. You can tell because they're swimming. Garadan tribesmen, gorge stalkers, and makeshift claws from my frustrations right now are extraordinarily real with the game. These quests, without the ability to teleport back to Tinadir, to at least make some of the travel acceptable, would be a point where I would literally stop playing the game, and I'm considering stopping my free-to-play playthrough, because right now I'm so frustrated at this quest flow, this absolute punitive game design. Maybe I've just forgotten how terribly awful Everswim was back in the day. Alright, one gorge stalker. On the positive side, I can pick up more Lebethron. Tool. Tool. My apologies for ripping, but it's just right. Guard out tribesmen. Indeed. I feel you on that. Got some Lebethron, I'll pick that up. I've only gotten one of the stalkers, though. I need 3 more stalkers. The last of the tribesmen I need. Yeah, until that thing decides to attack me, because reasons. He's a stalker. He's not a stalker. I'm having no luck at all. I checked. There's supposed to be stalkers in this area. My memory is that there's stalkers in this area. I'm just not finding any. Shadowfang. Shadowfang. I'm gonna aggro all of them. Lots of Shadowfangs. Not much in the way of stalkers. Shadowfangs and tribesmen. Stalkers, please. Stalkers, guys. Anywhere would be nice. If we're still at 1, it's a soothsayer. I don't need any soothsaid. I have plenty of sooth, and that's the truth. A stalker, thank you. For finally showing up, you get a Heartseeker. There, a quick death. Oh, another stalker. Down to just needing one more after this. Forge stalker up there. Should be all I need. Bring it back to Robin Dunkley. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go back to Tinadir and ride back to Osferod again. And continue the worst quest chain in the game.
How can I be of service?
I've changed my mind. I even wrote a blog about the worst quest in any game ever. And it's in this game. Or was, may not be in there anymore. And that was the quest to get your horse, get your riding skill. When the game launched, you couldn't get riding until you were level 35, at which point you need 4 gold, 220 silver, and a series of quests that were just terrible. Instead of feeling rewarded for having finally gotten enough gold and reached level 35 so you could get your mount, you felt punished by the quests you had to do. And this quest series has felt like nothing but an actual attempt to piss off the players. Of course, there's also a late quest in the epic books from Shadows of Angmar that makes you ride back and forth between Rivendell and another location in the Trollshaws that didn't have a stable point. And literally riding back and forth like 30 times. It was horrible. But at least that was one of the epic book quests, and I always had a feeling they wanted to pad the epic book quests so that they felt epic. I felt it was dumb, but at least, I could rationalize it that way. Well, they want them to feel like a lot of work so that when you finish it, you really feel like you've accomplished something epic. I don't think that ever worked. But at least I could rationalize it that way. This is just garbage.
It's a sorry day.
Hey, I get to go back and talk to Calenglad. Finally. What an incredible series of shit quests. That's half an hour, 40 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
What do you need?
I've spoken with Gwyndeath about acquiring the Silithar for Aragorn, but she's not satisfied with what I've told her. Of you, she wants to see you herself.
What can I do for you?
Talk to Gwyndeath. Please give me a travel option.
Greetings.
Fuck. And over there, guess what we're doing? We're swimming across again. I'm sorry I'm so sour. I believe the phrase you kids use is salty. Sorry I'm so salty today about this, but it's just freaking awful.
Greetings.
Yeah, had to check. This is what I get for trying to help out Aragorn. I swim to Tal Ruinen. Run across Tal Ruinen to there, and then swim across to there, and then ride to there. Won't that be fun? Won't that be an exercise in excruciation? Again, my apologies for being so sour about this, but this is the worst part of an old school game right now. Right here. This stuff. It's just dreadful. Gwyndeath? Not sure what I have to do to get the guide to Rivendell. Back to Rivendell with my hunter skills. I currently have my milestone set there. It used to be they didn't even have the boat option over here, so everyone had to swim this. And hey, guess what? They decided to get rid of it because it fucking sucked. Everyone hated this map. So everyone would do the minimum to get through, move on to the next stuff, the next map, to get out of here because it was such an awful pain. Guess what? It's still an awful pain unless you're a subscriber. So essentially, I think at this point, if you're free to playing it, you have to make a choice of I'm going to buy a month's subscription to open up certain options for fast travel and other stuff, or you choose I'm going to quit the game because the amount of this sucking right now is not maintainable. So, bag space still the biggest problem for a free-to-play player. The limited amount. The rising star of bad things about free-to-play is the limited amount of fast travel options available. If I was a hunter, I would have quit already. If I wasn't a hunter, I would have quit already. So that will definitely be my advice going forward when people say, what class should I play? As a free-to-play player, I will tell them Hunter. Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. Not just because it's simple and straightforward and does good DPS and kills things quick, but perhaps even more importantly because of access to guide skills and travel skills. But without that, this would be an absolute horrible experience. Instead of just a horrible experience, which is what it has been today. Again, I'm still complaining. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I can't stop myself. It's either that or I sit and say nothing. That's how boring and frustrating it's been. Yeah. As they would say, a great look. I can do without the regular Leviathan, I think. Rushingdale. Guess what? There's a cave behind the waterfall. Shh, don't tell anybody. Welcome to Gwyndathrond. Gwyndath brings you to this place.
Trouble me. Why do you
Defeat
trouble me?
salamanders on Tau Ruin. Seriously. Fuck. This series of quests is the worst. I had had no thoughts about stopping this free-to-play playthrough of the game until today. That's how awful this has been. The worst mindless busy work quests imaginable. Run around. Swim. Ride. Teleport back because thank God I'm a hunter. Oh, and do that again. Go right back to where you just were. So my apologies for being so, as the kids would say, salty today, but yeah. Well, everyone skipped through Evendem as quick as possible back in the day, and I had forgotten why, and this is why. This kind of garbage. I mean, I remembered swimming. That's about the only specific I remembered about why everyone hated this movie. But no, it's more than that. It's a bunch of quests that make you just ride around back and forth, or swim back and forth, over and over and over. And me, in my case, I just keep complaining about it over and over again because I've got nothing else to do while I ride or swim from place to place. And continue to apologize for it. It's not you guys, it's me. So we go to this island and we'll kill 10 salamanders and we'll swim all the way back to talk to Gwyndath again, and she'll probably have something else for us. I do remember only doing the Gwyndath quests like once or twice on a real account. all of my characters. Doing it like only once or twice, like everyone else. I bailed on this map as quickly as you could because the quests were so awful. Just forgot. There was a quest that did something here with this statue. Maybe it's this, I don't know. Looks like that person's doing something with it. Nope, he gets to swim too. One. Killing the salamanders will take a fraction of the time it'll take to swim back. Well, no shortage of other players out here today, suffering along with me. And in fact, they've cleared out all of the damn salamanders here, so in fact, it's going to take longer. I'm cursed, guys. That's the problem here. I'm absolutely cursed today. They did. They killed all of the fucking salamanders around here. There's nothing but the water skimmer things. The lake skimmers. Oh my god, it's true. There is nothing but them. Eight. 9. 10. Go back and talk to Gwyneth, and hey, I'm pretty sure she's going to have another task for us, and if so, I'm afraid I may just call it for the day, because this is getting to be too fucking much. My frustrations are innumerable right now. Boundless, endless, limitless. It doesn't look like we'll be getting to any of the actual quests in the actual Trollshaws today. One way or another, when I finish up this series of quests, whether it's because she sends me back out and I give this game the bird for the day, or what. I will be stopping relatively soon because I just don't need this frustration. My apologies again. I play games for fun, you know? And if I find them too frustrating, that's not fun. That's the reason I don't play games like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or anything like that. There's a lot of gamers, they love a big challenge so that when they lose and they lose and they lose and they lose and when they finally win, they get a huge... The fuck? on the shore. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, what was that? So, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by the game suddenly not working, I understand why a lot of people love games like Elden Ring, Dark Souls games. You play and you play and you play and you bang your head up against it, and you die and die and die. And you finally win and you just get this huge rush of endorphins. And that's incredibly satisfying to a great many players. I don't get that rush of endorphins. I just don't. What I get instead is thank God it's over. So if you're playing a game to get a feeling of thank God it's over, maybe just stop. That's why I don't like those games. Play them. I know I wouldn't like them. I would hate them. When I was raiding in Vanilla WoW. Ooh, I'll take the heavy Lebethron. When I was raiding in Vanilla WoW, you know, everyone else would go, woohoo, and they'd be all celebrating when we finally killed a boss. For me, it was just, thank God it's over. At which point that was one of the reasons I stopped raiding. I don't get that big burst of endorphins that makes those sorts of challenges satisfying. I just don't. My brain doesn't do that. So my fun is different than a lot of other players' fun. I understand the players who love that fun. I totally understand it. I get it, as it were. It just doesn't do that for me.
Mind my words, traveler. Mind my words.
Restore the corrupted
traveler.
statue. Yeah, I'm going to call it there, guys. My frustration level is just endless right now. Right now, I have no desire to play this game at all. Ever again. I don't know if I'll be back at 5 p.m. playing more Lord of the Rings Online. I'll be playing something at 5 p.m., but it may not be LotRO, because right now, this game has got me incredibly pissed off. So, I may not be back on Sunday. I definitely won't be back tomorrow for an early session, as I need a break, regardless of whether it's this. I'll be back in about 3.5 hours for something on my late session, but I can't say it's going to be LotRO, because right now I don't want to play LotRO at all. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me anyway. My apologies for my incredibly sour attitude, regardless of how deserved it is. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I should be back in about 3.5 hours. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope the rest of your Saturday goes great. Hope your weekend is fucking awesome.